Good morning, guys. What's up? I'm Yalek. It is Saturday. It is a Dr. Terror Day. Jungle Dr. T. It is 2 days before Christmas, which is nuts. And it is awfully damn cold in here. Heat broke overnight. That's fun. I'll be dealing with that all morning. It has just been a righteous week. Didn't do a video yesterday. Sorry. Just couldn't get around to it. Car broke Monday. Been dealing with that all week. Was bitten by a dog. That's fun. Rented a car to go into work, only to have work canceled. And finally got my car back yesterday afternoon. Surprisingly less expensive than I would have thought. I'll take it, I guess. It's money, but it's less money than it could have been. And I wake up this morning and it's the heat. So, yeah. Excuse me while I blow on my boom beaching hand here. So, thought about doing a video from the Mini yesterday. The attacks are still not interesting, but Friday is always a good day to do a video from the Mini because of Imitation Game. Nuts. Just absolutely gonzo nuts rewards. I was able to do, I got HVU 14 going, I got Zukas upgrading to their current max level, I got a boat in. Just, it's unbelievable what you could get done. And then the trader came in, and the trader was offering insane deals. Insane deals. I only have a few powders saved up on that account, but it was for a single powder. It was offering 10 purple shards, which is a crystal, which means eventually, so 10 purple shards for a single powder. So I grabbed a couple of those. That was pretty cool. Might have spent some actual money on diamonds down there too, because there was a deal on that also. But as far as the attacks go, I got through Imitation 4 yesterday on that account pretty easily. I had 2 attacks left to go for Imitation 5, but there was no point because I wasn't going to be able to get to it. So I thought about showing you those. It's a little late now. Anyway, I love Imitation Game. I love Fridays. Fridays are just a fat day down on my Mini. Good things happen on Fridays. The rewards at this level, this is my Yalek Max account, are comparably less. And the trader rewards, not as good either. I might have dropped some diamonds up here as well for a bunch of tickets. That would be with an eye on doing the final taunt upgrade for a private bullet. Obviously don't have the gold here. I don't know who is spending 6 million gold on power rods, but I guess that's not even the component that I need the most. So that was a no-go. So the deals up here, not as great as the deals down in the Mini, but if you have a Mini, if you're somewhere at the lower levels, I'm sure you appreciated the trader coming in, because Friday's a good day. So we're going to jump into Dr. T today. I've already done all of my other housekeeping? Not many op hits to watch this morning. Flurry of op hits yesterday in this new practice training task force that I'm in. It's training for me, I know, not for anybody else. I mean, some of these guys are sick puppies. Alright, so flare here, just for giggles. We're actually going to park right behind that, but just for giggles, never mind. Alright, so we're just going to do like a little crazy free walk kind of thing, and let girls just wander where they will. Here, you can get out too. Here, kill crates. Take advantage of, I think it's the last day of the tribe boost with the Power Stone chance. Here, again, this would be a perfect place to have that speed up button that I was talking about on attack. There's absolutely nothing left that can kill me, or at least nothing that could range me, but in this case, nothing that could possibly even kill me. So let's just, be done with it. Here, skip to the end. wow, I didn't think that mine, or that, when I killed the mine, I didn't think the artillery was going to kill the two towers next to it also with one shot. I was just trying to clear the mine. I was going to leave it there for shock practice later as the timer on my smoke expired, but so be it. I guess you can't complain about things being easier than you expected. So, probably go. Yeah, we're gonna walk right up that way. And so yeah, with this new training task force, there are some really sick kids. Just nuts what they're doing, and it's really fun to watch. I mean, I feel like it's helping my confidence just to be around guys like this, to see what they're doing, because, I mean, hell, it doesn't even matter what I do in a group like this. Look at the path they're taking there. Good job, girls. Let's get that down. Amazingly, didn't lose anybody there because these defenses are so low level. So we're gonna go pop, pop. So I was able to put in a hit on Maze yesterday, and I mean, it ended in disaster, but it was just like a tick off of being perfect for what was being asked. And I know this is proud of my mediocrity here. I know this is sad to say, but I was actually happy with the result. I mean, it was just a tiny smoke error. I threw 2 smokes for my final landing, and they just weren't quite close enough together, so they left a little gap. If they had lumped up the way they probably want with smokes, I'd have been on target. So, and the thing is, like, I never even would have had the audacity to put in a hit on Maze before. I'd have been shaking in my boots, literally and figuratively, when I first started doing this with my home task force in ops. It was actually shaking. I should have checked the range on that rocket, but no matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. We'll flare up here first and get that going. I'm learning with the Zookas that as I get a little more comfortable, you need to you watch them as they're walking, but you kind of watch them out of the corner of your eye. And I'm getting more comfortable with that, because that way you can keep your attention on other things that I didn't even check where I'm going to need to shock on this. So how about we just go like this. Boom. Boom. Didn't even check. And it didn't matter. But yeah, sort of you watch the girls out of the corner of your eye, and you can then keep your focus on other things, sort of environmental, ambient things that are going on around you. And I'm finding that's also helpful with remembering where the shocks need to go, because that gets to be a problem for me when they start to mount up, like 4 or 5 shocks or more. And I know there are guys who are doing like 8 hit shocks out there. Good for you. Excuse me, coffee break. Good for you. I'm not there yet. Will be. Alright, so kind of a hot beach. Shock back there, don't need to worry about that. Shock ahead. Obviously standing to the side of the core there. And away we go. And I hope you can't hear my stomach crumbling. Because I didn't get breakfast yet. I got coffee, and I got to call the furnace company. That's my day so far. And I came to this because I could use a break. Life is kind of getting to me this week. Alright. Nope. Careful how you bunch, ladies. Oh, that's going to be an issue. So, yep. Shock. There's like one girl who peeked at the edge. And we lost 2. Yeah, like one girl right at the edge peeked right out over here. But that's my fault because I went off center on the smoke. See, you can't blame them. I mean, they're stupid. They do have a mind, you know, their built-in logic. They do have a mind of their own. Your job is to override that. So we got a shock back here if we're standing, again, next to the core. We got a shock going over here, making sure to clip machine guns, because we all know about me and my problems with machine guns. Actually, the shocks here are pretty easy. So back there, over here, over here. Sounds like a plan. Let's see how I can mess it up. By the way, this cryo bomb, again, I just cannot say enough good things about the cryo bomb. And I still can't get an answer from anybody I've asked. I've only asked a few people, but I still can't get an answer about whether we're going to have, I don't know why I did 6 there, it's only stage 5, about whether we're going to have gunboat abilities, like temporary gunboat abilities, as a permanent thing. Oh, nice bunching there. Good job, ladies. Good job, me. That was more centered, so we shouldn't have that peaking problem. And again, keeping an eye out over here, that looks pretty good. And we've got, oh, still 1, 2, 3. I didn't get that shock. Ooh, that could have been bad. Whether we're going to have these gunboat abilities on a rotating basis, but permanently, so temporarily but permanently, if you follow me. If you remember back to the Mega Turtle, there were a bunch of these. There was basically it was like a critter kit, but instead of critters, it was the Mega Warrior. Hi. The Mega Warrior that you could chuck around, that wasn't all that interesting. There was, let's see, there was a turret that you could throw. I thought that would have attracted defenses, sort of like critters. That one sort of disappointed me, but basically you could throw down a turret next to your troops, or anywhere you wanted, to start dealing damage. If that worked like critters and had a distraction feature, it would have been an awesome addition to the game. So hopefully somebody hears this and gets on that. Please and thanks. There was a little too awesome. There was a long distance hack, sort of like what Sparky does, except you shouldn't have to be in range. You could throw this from the gunboat and you could hack any tower, and that would be an awesome one to have back into the game. It was a little too awesome. You could also hack the core. I don't think they meant for it to be like that, so I was like topping out on the Mega Turtle, and I got to a stage that I couldn't beat and time was running out, and I found out about this glitch, and so I just hacked the core on that stage and watched all of its own defenses turn on it and take it down. A little too cool. I don't think that was the intended function, but worked for me in that situation. So we got definitely a shock here, probably standing up next to the core. I'm expecting that they'll try to wrap around and up, but then again, you can never tell. Don't really have to worry about that. So we do have a shock in this area. Do have a shock in 1, 2, 3. Back here, I'm thinking we can probably just throw a cryo, or even just throw critters back here. So probably 1, 2, 3 shocks and critters behind. Maybe throw a cryo over there. Shouldn't have to worry about that, but it'll depend how the girls spread, because like that WCW poem, so much depends on how the girls spread. So much depends on a red wheelbarrow. Gotta be one of the worst poems ever written. Writing poetry about a wheelbarrow. Stupid. Alright, we got to get going on this one because we're not going to have that smoke forever. So just sort of keeping an eye out corner of your eye, and hopefully they will go up the way I'm wanting them to, or just pack it right into that spot. That would be just as awesome. So critters, 1, 2, 3. Don't have energy for the cryo anyway, but the critters took care of it. Good job, ladies. Yeah, so I would love to find out about that, whether we're going to have these temporary abilities as a permanent feature of the game. Temporary, but permanent. I think that would be one of the best things for Boom Beach, because it would be like the tribes. I mean, it's something that keeps the game new every week. It shifts the balance of gameplay. Like, I will so miss this. I mean, like, I scouted out most of the bases on my map. W, 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 W. That one I've been saving for a while. Over here, this guy with the G. W, W. This warrior boost has just been fantastic. So, I mean, like, it changes gameplay to have the tribe element introduced into the game, but it's more like a passive change to gameplay. Now, with this cryo temporary gunboat ability, it is a very active change to gameplay. And I think that's what players want. I mean, if you've seen some of the videos out there, high-level players taking on crazy feats in operation hits, like, this is what people want, something that changes. And eventually the temporary gunboat abilities you'd get used to them, but either way, every couple of weeks play would be changing in some way or another, and that is kind of the goal here. So sitting up next to that, don't have to worry about that. Do have to worry about this guy. Gotta throw. Honestly, I am thinking just a massive cryo over here and a shock behind. Excuse me. Let's go for it. So yeah, hopefully Supercell is planning on retaining this as a permanent element of the game, because it is a huge deal, and all impressions that I'm getting of it, people love it. At high levels, people love it. At low levels, people love it. At very low levels, I mean, there are people in my mini who are seeing me use it and don't have it yet because they're not at HQ 14, and they love it from afar and they want it. I'm like, yeah, you do. Hopefully that covers us. Yeah, you do. Didn't know that mine was back there. Well, damn. PG-13, remember, that's what we're shooting for here. So, boom, boom, and this should go easily. 1 shot, 2 shots, just barely starting to activate on all those towers, and that was as easy as pie. And thank you, Cryo Bombs, we love you. Thank you, Supercell, for adding them to the game, and please, please, keep doing things like this, because it's what everybody wants. Even the people who don't have it, which is pretty much the definition of, that's just sexy, you know what I mean? So, alright, well, that was today. That was Dr. T. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you just like to hear my voice, and I know that's not going to happen. So, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Say hi. I'm Yalek. Have a good day. Wish me well on the heat.